afternoon, everyone, and welcome back over to the channel. Welcome back also to Universal Studios Florida. It has been a while since the last time we had been out to Universal Studios in a while, but we're over here today to check out what's new at Universal Studios Florida. The biggest thing is Dreamworks Land has officially finally opened here, so we're going to be checking all of that out, walking through. We're also going to check out all of the Halloween Horror Night merch that has been released now that more announcements are happening, and we are now, as Kayla says, only a month away since it starts August 31st and it's July 2nd. She believes we're only a month away, so she lives with that idea. We're waiting patiently for Halloween Horror Nights to finally come through. But today, what's new? Check that out. Also check out the tribute store they've got, which is summer themed, so lots to check out. So if you haven't done so, make sure you do subscribe to the channel down below. Leave a like on the video and comment down below your favorite ride here at Universal Studios Florida, the original Universal Park here in Orlando.
And it's funny, I saw somewhere about someone saying that, well, I don't respect the medallion unless it's the Halloween Horror Nights one. And I kind of feel that way, but Despicable Me 4 is finally in theaters starting tomorrow, July 3rd. But they are still doing the thing here where they are doing the facial recognition for when you check in or you like scan into the park. So it does make it a little bit quicker, but it's interesting to see how they're doing the facial recognition while everyone else still does finger recognition. Well, I was kind of hoping for a not very busy day here, but unfortunately I forgot we are 2 days away from the 4th of July holiday, which is usually a big holiday at the parks because they usually run like specialty fireworks or anything else like that nature. So it took a little longer to get through the points, and especially considering like some of the team members have the so where you scan it yourself and some of them are scanning them for you. So I think it just all depends. I think during Horror Nights it'll be really good because it'll get you through quicker, but still kind of concerned about that process of getting in and out. So then walking into Illumination Avenue, aka Minion Land, you've got your Despicable Me Minion Mayhem, the original Minion Park, and then you've got Illumination's VillainCon Minion Blast, which is posting 30 minutes. Tells you the difference of having a ride that is constantly moving in this ride compared to this one where you have to load a single theater and have to wait for the theater to be done. So definitely one of those I do love. I really like VillainCon. I know a lot of people don't, and like people want Shrek back, but I really like VillainCon mostly because I really do love the Minions. A lot of people find them annoying, but I think they're hilarious. Well, I think the rumors are becoming more and more of a reality for Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket. Definitely think that this could be in its last little bit of legs before it finally does bite the bullet. It's a cool ride concept, but it's not withheld the time. It's very jerky, bumpy, unreliable, and everything else. And it did what it needed to do, but I think there's better rides you can officially put in to the space, especially if you were to like to rework some of this landscaping or like the space as a whole that it sits in. But as you can see, they do have the this area right here, which normally is full of queue lines during Halloween Horror Nights, all decorated and ready for festivities for the 4th of July. So it looks like they're going to have some sort of concert series out here. So that's going to be really cool to see. I wonder what they'll have. But if I was really hungry, I'd probably be making a stop in a Minion Cafe for some food. But I told myself I wouldn't try to eat at the parks as much anymore and try to save money / try to eat better as a whole. But this is interesting. When you come up by where the Film Vault shop is, and where you go up for Starbucks, this walkway is actually kind of closed off right now. I'm not sure what reason, but it's also the same corner that the Beat Builders usually were on, so I don't know if they're just doing some cosmetic work or they're changing things out, but that's kind of weird because I thought they'd be done with it now that the new Lagoon show is finally debuted, which still have to come out to check that out one evening. I think it's going to have to be like one of those like either like Sunday or Monday nights will come out to try to watch it because I've heard it's really, really good. And I've always really liked the Lagoon shows here at Universal. I thought they were great spacing. The fact they can't really do much fireworks because of being so close to residential space. They're kind of like how Disneyland is, where they can do fireworks but very rarely, and it has to be like made very public that they're doing it. But they do use drones, so maybe that's what they're working on here, is giving a better drone placement, maybe a better place, or that's what this all is just for the drones to be able to take off and everything. So, but I do find it funny. Epic Shipping and Cargo. Has that always been like that? And was it kind of a reference to Epic Universe coming? Don't know. Have to go back and look. The other thing also is Mel's Drive-In has also reopened. Now I was looking it up because over at Islands of Adventure Circus McGurkus, the restaurant at Seuss Landing, had completely overhauled their menu and everything else, and I thought, oh, maybe Mel's did the same thing. And what I've heard, it's pretty much identically still the same menu. So kind of a bummer, because I really like what they're going with, like with the Minions Cafe, Circus McGurkus, all that stuff, because the food variety is getting much better. I was kind of hoping to be what they're going to be trying to use for Epic Universe when it debuts. We're going to walk up here into Dreamworks Land, aka the revamped kiddie space. What I do love, though, is that even though the fact that you do still have E.T.'s Adventure, aka one of the last original opening day attractions here at Universal, they were able to redo some of the work and gave it a brand new sign to showcase that E.T. is still there and going strong. But it does look like, oh, they have completely changed it. So now, over here, they have the Dreamwork Imagination Cafe. This used to be the Pizza Works, the like Five-O's Pizza Work, but this is now the Imagination Cafe. Now, what do they have to serve? I hope during Horror Nights they still have pizza fries, because that is a good go-to one. It looks like they have some new desserts, and yep, still pizza. So they have the Ogre-Rani pizza and Ogre cheese pizza right there. They have a Boss Baby beignet, strawberry soft paws, can't stop the donut. Cool. So does that mean we're probably still going to get our pizza fries? Probably does. Now we're going to make our way into Dreamworks Land. This is going to have Shrek, the Trolls, and Kung Fu Panda. So this is going to be really cool, and I actually came on a better day because it looks like they have some of the characters out. So Dreamworks Gabby's Dollhouse looks like that must be Gabby. And then it looks like Puss in Boot is meeting over there. And then as soon as you enter into Dreamworks Land, the first thing you see is the Swamp Meet, where you can meet Shrek, Princess Fiona, and Donkey. They're not out right this minute, but it's where they would meet. This is the Shrek Swamp, his house they worked on for a very long time, and you can see it when they were working on it as well. Then across the way, they do have Swamp Snacks. See if I can take a quick look at their menu they've got over there. So they have a fresh from Fiona's Kitchen Shrexel, a fairy tale favorite Swamp Dog, green and mean Ogre Sour Apple, Donkey one, straight from the Swamp Mud Puddle Pudding, and a far, far away waffle, pizza sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni stuffed in a waffle. Actually sounds really good. I'm actually really hungry, but I'm trying not to eat here. Well, then they've got the splash pad, which they were able to keep some of that. So for the kiddos that want to come out and play, they can come out into some, try to cool off a little bit, hang out. Looks like they have the like a kiddie area where they can climb and everything. And it looks like there's some water sprayers up there that you can spray at people in the swamp space as well. Said, yep, to Shrek's Swamp right here. This is going to be a little kiddie area. It's for the little ogres. It says beware of ogres. And they have all three of the little ones. And you can see they've got Pinocchio's Fun Facts checks, where you actually can hang out with Pinocchio and he'll tell you if you told the truth or not. Then they've got the outhouse slide, which actually when you're in it, all it does, it makes fart sounds. So for people who have no sense of humor, sounds like something up my alley. But you can see all throughout. You got slides and everything. Soft, cushy spots. This is really cool. Like I said, look, you got Pinocchio as well. So really cool. The nice space. I can see those spaces will be very hot during the summertime. But it's so funny the fact that that slide. Well, then if you are still wet and it's not 1,000 degrees out here like it is today, you can go over to the Ogre Dryer, which in my mind are huge ripoffs. And that's just a me thing. Now you kind of transition in from the Shrek section into the Trolls area. So the middle area is going to be Trolls. They are going to have the roller coaster, the Troller Coaster, which they were able to retheme from the Woody Woodpeckers. Here they got the Trolls and Treats. They've got 2 different ice cream flavors. They've got like a, I don't know, they've got weird flavors for this. I know that. They do offer regular drinks, but I do love the fact that it's designed like in a boom box as well. Then right behind it you have Poppy's Playground. Another area looks like some soft ground, some space. That's going to take you into the Imagination Celebration, which is going to be like their stage show that they've got, which is the inside area right here. Got Branch and Poppy, and what I really love is that right at the Imagination Celebration space, right behind it, is they've got clouds. And all the clouds, you can find your different characters. Let me know in the comments what characters you see in the clouds, because there are quite a lot of them if you're familiar with the Dreamworks catalog. And then right over here you have the Troller Coaster. They repainted it orange. They've got like, I don't know, they've changed everything about it. It's got 45-minute wait time posted right now. It looks like it's a little caterpillar that is the actual coaster car. Yeah, a little caterpillar. So you'll see it go around. Like I said, this is just the Woody Woodpecker coaster rethemed into the Troller Coaster. Which is funny because it's the same design as the Flight of the Hippogriff over at Islands. Oh, Ian does have foot plates where it takes your photo, I think. That's funny. Cool. I mean, it is cool they got to keep this area. And then once you get past this, now you transition in from the Trolls into Kung Fu Panda. And this actually took place of the Curious George area and all that stuff. So now you come into Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp. Very much still has a lot of water features and everything else with it. So it does have places where you can get dried off and everything. And they do have an interactive little show with Poe in the very back. So I was here last time, but the funniest thing I saw was on the back of this says Kung Fu's biggest fan. And whoever decided that, they need to leave. Then you've got the gong that you can actually pull, and it'll either make a loud gong sound or it'll tell you something inspirational. Then you got the Laundry of Ultimate Cleanliness, which is just another water space where you can go in, get wet, hang out, everything else of that nature. And then I thought this was supposed to like move and stuff, but it looks like it's not going to. But you have like a thing where you could have spun it would have been like a fan. And then Poe Live. This is an interactive experience with Poe, helping him babysit his cousin Ling Ling and ask him any questions you would like. And what's super nice is that you can actually come in and it's actually nice and shaded, so you don't have to worry about being in the direct sun. But you can see he interacts and everyone hangs out with him. And you can meet the Dragon Warrior. And then you got Mr. Ping's Noodle Caboodle, aka Poe's dad. And it looks like so one of the things that looks like that they were able to do is that you spin these and then some gongs play and everything of that nature. And then they've got a pond of perpetual wetness, aka another little splash pad that's hilarious because it's perpetual wetness. Love that they have the High Five Hideaway, and you can buy yourself some Dreamworks stuff, Kung Fu, Shrek, Trolls, everything else, and of course it's the High Five Cloud, who is perpetually always trying to get a high five out of you. And then they do have this little like Mama Luna space where you actually can go in and you kind of interact with it. Kind of busy in there, so I'll kind of leave it alone for now. So what's my opinion of Dreamworks Land? I think it's actually really good. Now, I know a lot of people are really upset they got rid of like the Fievel stuff, they got rid of the slides, some of the original things that were over here, like the Curious George Ball Pit, and they got rid of like Woody Woodpeckers, but in my mind, because originally that was slated to become the space for Super Nintendo World here at Universal before Epic Universe became a thing. I'm glad they found a good space for it. I do like the fact they brought in some of their more popular things and working with Dreamworks, bringing in like Kung Fu Panda, bringing in the Trolls, bringing in, what's the first part, Shrek, because they gave Shrek a space, considering he lost all of his space once Minions took over. So, but overall, I like it. Let me know, do you guys like it, or is it something you kind of wish they would have left alone? What I'm really hoping for is that when Epic Universe does open, they continue to do the work on these parks like they have been doing. Like bringing in the Dreamworks Land, and hopefully maybe redoing something with Simpsons. And also the Lost Continent space over at Islands really needs to become Zelda, which I could really see that becoming a space for it. So But in my mind, I think Pokemon's the next logical thing, and then Zelda going over to islands, because then you would have something Nintendo related in every one of the parks. And I think that's the rule that Nintendo and Universal have come up with, that every one of the parks has to have something Nintendo related at some point, I think like by 2035. So there's still plenty of time, but I would like to see that come next. I think it's also just a little too early to find anything Halloween Horror Nights related up yet. So we're going to go up here. We're going to go up to where they have the Halloween Horror Nights merchandise available. So we're going to go over there, check out some of the Halloween merchandise, and then we're going to go over and check out the tribute store as well. So got a couple things to look at, but I don't think there's anything merchandise or Horror Nights related outside of the little bit of merch they've got. So, but as Halloween Horror Nights get closer, we will come out, check out all of the decorations they start putting up, and also just get excited for Halloween Horror Nights this year. Time to make a stop into the Five and Dime and check out some of the Halloween Horror Nights merch that has been revealed, because they did just release the next house in Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, you can see right here. So let's check some of that out, and of course right off the bat, got all of the cool stuff for Ghostbusters. I think this is the most recent one, like the newest one, but you got your hats, your trucker hat, your hats, which are going to be $30. You got your Stay Puff, your shirt right here as well, which says Halloween Horror Nights 2024 on it for only $33. You got your Stay Puff cup that's Turvis related. It's really funny actually. $25 for that. Now they've got some of their other merchandise, so their Frankenstein, but the style they're going for this year, I thoroughly love a lot. I love that Little Boo is prominent again on all of the merchandise again, just like he was a few years ago. Got some sweets and stuff, because they do have some of the sweets has been announced, so $33 for that. Got yourself a little coaster with Little Boo on it. I was hoping it wouldn't say anything, but it's actually a it's got the date on it once again, like normal. $12 for that. You got your Little Boo ornament, which I would change out this string for something a little bit different. $20 for that. And then your really cool, this is a really nice cup. This was a $40 cup. Got a Little Boo on it. Got the craziest. It looks like it's been like spray painted and everything else. So $40 for that, and it looks like it's one of those insulated, almost like Stanley cups as well. Looks so cool. I love the bright orange. It is black reactive apparel, but it says Where Horror Lives. Universal Halloween Horror Nights 2024, and I love the eyeball is the 0 for it. This shirt is $33 as well. And then you've got another shirt that Kayla actually ended up just getting. Once again, looks like it's spray painted, all sorts of craziness going on. I don't know, there's a lot going on, but I love it. And it says black light reactive apparel, and no two shirts or garment are the same, so they may vary in just a little bit, which I think is actually really, really cool. So $35 for that. And then another Where Horror Lives Halloween Horror Nights 2024 as well. It's going to be $30 for that. So, like I said, it's over here at the Five and Dime. It's going to be in the Hollywood section. It's right down the way from the Born Spectacular. And it's going to be across the way from where the tribute store is for this summer is. So if you're interested where you want to find that merchandise, it's going to be right there until the tribute store for Halloween Horror Nights does debut, but it won't probably debut until the last couple weeks of August. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over and check out the Tribute Store Plaza, aka the tribute store for this summer. And it's very like just a lot of nostalgic and very classic Universal things. So let's go over there and check all that out as well. We're probably calling it because it's getting a little too hot out here. So you got the Tribute Store Plaza, you got the Tribute Theater, the Mega Castle Arcade, and Mega Videos. So we're going to start out by going into the Mega Video section. And it's going to be very classic stuff. So you got Ghostbusters here in the front, which ties into the Horror Night stuff as well. Very classic they repair TVs and cameras. It very much feels like a classic old style of videos and everything. Like here's your counter where you would check out, classic register and everything else. You can return the rentals right here. It's not like what it used to be where it would be a drop off. All cool videos and posters. Apollo 13, which is a great movie. And then you walk into this space. Now you're into Beethoven. You got E.T., my guy, looking cool and crazy over here. lots of they got lots of Back to the Future things right here. They got Doc Brown, Marty McFly as ducks, which are these weird duck collections that they're really big about. And I love the fact they use the space so well. And I do miss this being like the where they used to have like the throwback things, or like they would have like classic stuff in here. But I do love the tribute store feel as well around here as well. Got some Shrek apparel, just more cool things all throughout. So then you got some more of their like kids section, their picks you could buy now. Jaws, the Jaws stuff is really, really cool actually. Have their little hat, and then they got another one of these wooden signs, which I think this is $35 as well. And then, and what's really cool is they got actually a video playing that actually says Mega Arcade, which is right here out of Magic and everything else, and which is actually what you're going to be able to go to in the next scene. Get some of your ET merchandise, get your lounge flies like usual, and then a lot of these are people who have paid to have their movies, like have their pictures taken, and they're able to go into the movies and they staff pick. And just very classic. Look at the classic igloo, all sorts of different thing. Not a step. Kind of all cool things. If you see things you see, make sure you point it out and let me know what you see. Chad called in late, said he saw an alien on a bike. That's hilarious. Floppy disks. Oh, the Universal. Oh, it relates back to the Mega Movie Parade. That's what this is. That's pretty cool. So the daytime parade that they created is what this is actually related back to. So that's actually cooler than I anticipated it. Going to the Mega Castle Arcade, and I love this. The look in here is so fun. Look at all the different bubble wands they have to offer. Classic Universal Studios Florida merch. They got ET map, poster, Jaws poster, different cups and everything else. You got your Magic Castle Arcade Castle coins. Got machine is out of order. Try another game. That's sad. And then there was Greg's Alien Adventure. Got Gerg's Alien Adventure. There's Gerg. And who's that? Kind of wish you could play it, but oh well. And then there's something right here. It says new game coming soon from management. So I wonder whether that means. Ooh. What is that reference to? And then you've got the sweets and everything else. Macaroons, Pinocchio, cookie dough cone. Really hungry. Cookies, everything else. But it says today is your birthday, Greg. And that relates back to Five Nights at Freddy's, which I thought we were going to get for Halloween Horror Nights, but it doesn't look like we're getting that for this year. So now we're going to go to the Tribute Theater. This will be the last room. Didn't really check out some of the merch because a lot of the merch is what they've already had for so long. Of course, as soon as you walk in, you got Back to the Future right there. You got E.T. right there as well. Ghostbusters with the Stay Puft, and I thought they would do the original. I thought they would do the original Ghostbusters because it celebrates 40 years, or even the second one, which celebrates 30 years. But they've gone with the Frozen one, and then Jaws. So cool. And that lounge fly is probably one of my favorite lounge flies. And then here's their Spirit jerseys, which is actually Spirit jersey, so it's a little heavier quality. So overall, this tribute store was really well done. I completely forgot about the new daytime parade that they have that actually debuts. And look what you see as soon as you exit out of the tribute store. Earl the Squirrels, he's got a little star on the Hollywood. Some classic movies, The Thing, America Graffiti, 1941. So that's the tribute store. And like I said, it's going to be right across the way from where Five and Dime is, right down the street from where the Born Spectacular is, and right next to the Schwab's Pharmacy, aka the ice cream place. Let me go ahead and call it from our What's New at Universal Studios. Kind of just didn't really, it was only just wanted to be really quick, wanted to go over, check out Dreamworks, check out the Horror Night stuff, talk a little bit more about what potential could still come to this park, once Epic is open and everything. But overall, really good trip. Like I said, got to see Dreamworks Land, the new area that they replaced for the kiddie area. Checked out some brand new Halloween Horror Nights merch that's coming, and talked about some of the Horror Nights stuff as well. And checked out the tribute store, and just kind of walked around and saw some of the crowd levels. So, but with all that being said, if you guys enjoyed this adventure and want to see more of our Universal trips, make sure to check out the playlist right here. Got quite a lot of adventures that we've gone through, including some Universal Epic updates, also the preview center, and all of our Halloween Horror Night content as well. And if you haven't done so, make sure you also subscribe to the channel right there, leave a like on the video, and comment below, like I said, what are some of your favorite things here at Universal Studios. So with all that being said, as I do make the long trek back to my car at the parking garage, I will see y'all next time.